Egypt. If you've always wanted to go to Egypt, then this is your chance. Because if you have something to celebrate, whether that is life or whether that is something in your business or in your personal life that you just want to celebrate and you just want to be on a freaking good ass vibe trip to Egypt, because why would you celebrate in a good old wellness hotel by your house, or, you know, going to eat close by your house? Like, no, we're going to Egypt. So if you want to come with us to Egypt, I'm going to give you the whole detailed itinerary, everything that we're going to do. It's going to be so freaking awesome. And I've picked Egypt because I've been there 5 times already. And I love it because every single time it has taught me something huge, and it has allowed me to meet incredible people every single time I was there, without a doubt. So I really cannot wait to take you to Egypt. So what are we doing in Egypt? On day 1, you will arrive at the airport in Cairo, and we will pick you up, of course, and we will take you to your very own room that is overlooking the pyramids in Cairo. Oh, that is so awesome. I also once stayed in a hotel like that, and it was mind-blowing. And if you arrive like in time, we can even see the light show in the evening for the pyramids. And the next morning we will have breakfast. We will be overlooking the pyramids as well. And then we will make our way to the pyramids. We will go inside the pyramids, inside the highest pyramid actually. It's super magical. Like, even when I drive by the pyramids, it just has something super magical. They have something super magical about them. It's insane. It's crazy. So I really cannot wait to show you that. And then we're going to do a photo shoot by the pyramids, which you're going to have the most amazing photos. And actually, by the way, you probably heard only about the 3 pyramids, but there's actually 9. So we're gonna go to a spot where you can see in your picture, in your photo shoot picture, you're gonna see all the 9 pyramids. So be excited. And then in the afternoon, we're actually going to our Airbnb. It's gonna be a super luxurious Airbnb. It's gonna be super, super nice. And then we're going to have our very own belly dance teacher come over and give us a belly dance class, because we're in Egypt, right? We've got to do that. And for dinner, we will go to one of the most up-and-coming neighborhoods in Egypt. It's like a super cool neighborhood. They have like little stores where you can also buy some stuff if you want to, like, you know, some natural beauty products or whatever, or anything else that you want. We're going to go to vegetarian and vegan-friendly restaurants, of course. And then in the evening, we're actually going to a Zara performance. Zara is a very, very, very ancient form of music in Egypt. And there's this one lady that is still performing. It was the same lady that I saw years ago. It will be the same lady now. And we're just going to watch the performance in this, like, it's like a basement. And it's really freaking special. So I cannot wait for you guys to experience that. Then on day 2, we're going to have our first workshop, and our workshops are all, they're all around feminine energy, all around receiving, playing, creating, having fun, and really celebrating life, because this is what you want to do on this trip. You really want to celebrate life. So this is the first workshop on day 2. And then we're going on to a tour around the Coptic quarter and the Islamic quarter, just exploring Cairo a little bit. If you didn't know this, Egypt also has Christians, so there's a whole Coptic quarter in Cairo, which we're going to view. And then we're going back to our Airbnb, because then we will take a flight from Cairo down to Luxor, into our hotel in Luxor. We're gonna arrive in the evening, we're gonna have dinner, and then we're gonna go to bed early, because the next morning we're going on a hot air balloon ride through Luxor. And you're going to see the sunrise, you're going to be over the Valley of Kings and the Valley of Queens, and we're just gonna enjoy life in this hot air balloon. And then we're going to go explore Luxor. Like, we're going to explore all the temples, we're going to explore the valley, we're going to see the tombs, and just have a freaking magical time, because Luxor is absolutely amazing. And at the end of that day, we're gonna fly back home to Cairo. We're gonna fly back to our Airbnb in Cairo, and we're gonna get dinner there. We're gonna spend the night, and the next morning we're going to have a somatic sexology workshop with Mint. Mint is the owner of the very first pole dance studio in the Middle East ever. And she turned somatic sexologist. I did 2 interviews with her. She's absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait for what she's about to teach us. It's all going to be around pleasure, receiving, all of that good stuff. And Mint has an incredible story. If you want to listen to one of her interviews, you can either go to my YouTube or you can go to my podcast. The first interview was just about her story, because it's just so incredible how a Middle Eastern woman had the idea to be like, oh, let me open a pole dance studio in the Middle East, and the first one by that, right? And that was only I think it was 10 years ago or something. So it was pretty new. And the second podcast is all about somatic sexology. If you're interested in that, go check it out. It's on my podcast, which is called Mind Your Subconscious. You can go onto the link in bio and then you can see it. And then after that workshop, we're going to have lunch somewhere around the Nile. And then we're going to explore the Khan el Khalili market, which is I think it's the oldest markets in the oldest market in Cairo. It's huge. It's all about souvenirs, crystals, beauty products, perfumes. It's one of those, if you've ever been to a Medina or to a souk, it's that vibe. It's like these tiny alleyways. It's hundreds of people who are selling their stuff. It's loud, it's crazy, it's wild. So you're going to get your real introduction to the old part of Cairo. And after that, we're going to do a sunset cruise on the Nile on our very own felucca, which is a typical boat that they have on the Nile. And this is going to be our very own cruise. We're going to play some music, and we're just going to enjoy and be on the freaking Nile and just cruise into the sunset. I mean, what else could you want, right? And then after that, we're going to have dinner on the Nile as well, just spending the whole day by the Nile and really enjoying that part of Cairo. The next day is a day full of workshops again. We're going to do breathwork or hypnosis, and we're going to create local beauty products with also a local person. We may do a cooking class, but this is a day full of workshops, and this is a day where you can really meet locals. Every time we eat, most of the times we eat, if we have lunch or dinner, I'll be inviting Egyptian women, and they will tell us about the life in Egypt, about how they see the world, about how they experience things. And this is one of my favorite parts of this trip, because whenever I went traveling on a group trip and when we were able to go into people's homes or when we were able to speak to locals, it just gives you such a different experience of the country. Who just wants to go to a country and see the tourist sites? I don't. And the people who are going to come with me on this trip don't either. So this trip is going to have so much local influence. We're going to learn from locals. We're going to really be immersed into the culture. And you can really say you've been to Egypt and you've made Egyptian friends, because Egyptians are so hospitable. They are so friendly, and I freaking love them. So cannot wait for you to come. I cannot wait for you to come. And then on the last day, we're going to go on a trip to the Red Sea. The Red Sea is, after the Great Barrier Reef, the most famous place to dive in the world, because it has so many colorful corals. It's so beautiful. So we're going to go snorkeling or diving, depending on what you can do. We're going to just spend a day on the water, on our own boat, and we're just going to relax, be by the beach, and really just let that trip that we've had, those 7 days that we've had, sink in, and really, what's the word that I'm looking for, damn it? We're going to connect to all the experience that we've had so far. And then the next day, we're going to have our closing ceremony, and it's the last day. We're going to have breakfast, and then you will depart to the airport. Or you can also book add-ons. We can, if you want to go to Siwa, if you want to see Aswan, if you want to go to Dahab or whatever other places in Egypt, if you want, I can totally give you recommendations. And so this trip is meant for 6 people. One spot is already taken, and I'm in talks with 2 more people. So it's selling super quick. If you want to hop onto this trip, if you want to come, let me know, message me. I'll send you all the other details that you need to know. There is early bird pricing available for the next few days. There is payment plans available for you, and the trip is going to happen from October 2nd to October 9th this year. So if you want to go, you will have the time of your life, and it'll be a celebration of life for 8 full days. You won't have to take care of anything. We will take care of transportation, accommodation, everything that you need. All you have to take care of is your flight and travel insurance and the visa, of course. But I can even help you with the flight. You know, if you if you're trying to book a very affordable flight, I'm your girl. I used to do this like for a living, basically. I'm the best at finding cheap flights. So if you need help with that, just let me know. If you want to come, let me know. We're going to have so much fun. So yeah, this is it. I hope you're going to come join us on this Egypt trip, and I'll see you there.